Hello there, YouTube. Legoman123 back again with the video I told you guys about co-ops and how co-ops are trash, but depending on the situation. So let me tell you the situation that I fell for. So I met this person in a mine. He was very nice. I don't know if it's a female or male, but I'm gonna refer to he. So he was very nice. The person I met was dying a lot in the caves. She was just playing the game for fun. I felt bad, so I gave her an armor set. I was trying to give her an armor set so she could play a little bit better, things like that. Cause I think she asked if she could have a chest plate for lapis or something like that for the mob that she was mining. But I remember she asked for something. It was like, oh yeah, I could sell you a whole. I was like, I could sell you a whole armor set, things like that. And she was like, oh no, I have a friend that plays the game already, and he's pretty good. And he already gave me an OP set, but I don't like using it. And I was like, ah. So I invited her, and then I'm not inviting her, him, and then he invited a friend, and they wanted to make a co-op so we could play together. So I'm not actually good with commands. I just started understanding how to use commands like /party warp, party chat, how to leave a chat. So I asked the guy, not knowing what it was gonna do. I mean, I shouldn't have done that, but I asked the guy, hey, how can I make a co-op? The guy's like, yeah, just do co-op, which I'll show you now. It's co-op/add. And I stole I did co-op /co-op add, and then I put in the name, and then me thinking that it's gonna make a whole new island, that it's gonna make it, it's gonna make a whole new island, that we're gonna start brand new and all that. Nope, it just added him into my co-op. The minute I added him to my co-op, he was like, oh thanks, yeah, we're gonna have fun, this and that, and it was at night. I think it was around like 7 or 8. I added him to my co-op. He comes in. I'm like, oh yeah. I was like, hey guys, it's kind of late. I'm gonna go to sleep like around 11, around 10. I tell him I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna go knock out, this and that. And the crazy thing is, the guy, when I had the money, cause I had like 1,000,000 coins, the guy saw the money. He came and told me, he's like, before I even left, he's like, hey, come over here. Tells me to go to the bank, and in the bank, when you make a new co-op with your island, there's a potato on the side. You got it looks like a hot potato, like the way like the enchanted potato looks like. Let me show you. I hop on right here. It looked like something like this, but not enchanted on the bank, and it was on the corner of it, and it showed my first bank account with all my coins in it. So I took that out, put it all in there. Right there, I already knew it was kind of sus. I knew something was wrong, but I mean, you can't do anything. I didn't want to, alert them, and I didn't know what to do. I mean, I was just like, you know what, tomorrow's a new day, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. So I log in tomorrow. First things first. Uh, I noticed that there's no changes, nothing like that. But as I start going to my minions, I start noticing like the minions are missing certain things. Like when I went to my redstone minion, he did not have a super compactor. His super compactor went missing. I was like, what? Where's the super compactor? It's gone. The guy took it. And then I went to the stone minion. I was like, where's the super compactor for my stone minion? The guy took that one too. I had a large chest for my stone minion. He took that too. The large chest that I made, he took it. What else did he take? I believe he took 1,000,000 coins. So he took all my coins and then deposited 12,000 coins back. I used to have the transactions, but I don't have them no more. But yeah, so I had that, and then what else did I have? I had a note. The note he took, I had a enchanted book that I had that was worth 200k. I spent around like 200, I think 300k on it. He took that I was gonna use to enchant my axe. What else did he take? He took a couple of enchanted lapis. You know what I mean? He took expensive stuff, but still it wasn't as much as damage as he could have done. I mean, from what I heard from other people's and other stories that people had told me. But so I mean, for me, I feel like I got lucky. I mean, the person that he was with, the person that I met in the first time, she told the person to give. He told the person to give me my island back and this and that. And I don't know what they told each other, but she told him and somehow convinced him to give my island. So I'm very grateful for her or for him, and I'm very thankful. And I'm actually thankful also for the guy for giving my island back. I mean, it's just a game. You can keep the items. The thing that I mean that confuses me is the fact that the guy is 10 times in a better island of mines, has better material and better stuff than me. Yeah, he has to take I mean, it is my fault for being dumb, for for not knowing these commands and not checking, making sure that I'm not doing something that's gonna make make my island lose. But yeah, so it's kind of my fault. I mean, I don't know. It's confusing because what happens is that after that happened and I saw him take everything, I went to make claims. I went to the hub. I tried to in the chat put, yo, can I speak to an admin? Admins do not give a fuck. To be straightforward with you guys, the admin does not care. You could put as many as times as you want. I don't think they will care about about the co-ops and all that. So I was hitting up admins, things like that. But then I met this guy named well, his name is Why I Lived or something like that. Nice guy. Thank you. He was very helpful, and he told me one story about him that happened to him where he made a co-op and the person did the same thing that did the person did the same thing that they did to me. They took everything from his island. The guy said that he got that he was that, I mean, he couldn't do anything. That he spoke to admins, this and that, and they said that it's his fault, this and that they can't do anything. And reality is, I mean, when you make a co-op with two people, and the thing that sucks is that if you make the co-op with your island, the one that you started with, you can't get the island back. Even though you spent all that time working on the island, you lose the island because you decided to make. I mean, you did a stupid mistake and you made a co-op with some random person, and now that person is holding your island as hostage. And then if you try to, let's say, the reason why I was nervous is because uh I didn't care about him taking the stuff. It's just a game. Fuck the stuff. But the fact is that you cannot progress in the game if the person is always going to be taking stuff from you. So the minute that he took something from me, and I started building up my cash. I had money saved up. I have items saved up that were expensive. I already had bought a, I bought a super compactor already. Look, he already has a super compactor. You know, light work. I got the book he took. I bought a new one with the money that I had saved up in my ender chest. One thing I recommend is people to have expensive items that that are valuable, that are worth a lot in your ender chest. I had the I got saved. I had a saving, not a saving grace, but I had something that's like a saving grace. It was the I think it was a fragments for dragon armor. I think it was unstable dragon fragments, and the fragments for unstable dragons go for like around 200. Just no, not even 200. They go for like I think 100k for just one piece. I really don't know the price, but I know that they're around 100k for one piece. And when I sold that, I made like a good. I think I made like 600k. I sold a couple of pieces of fragments of that dragon, and that right there made my money back. And then from there, I invested in a super compactor, invested in the book because I know the book is gonna help me out. And I mean, I really don't care about the note because I can make a new note. I mean, I got all this material right here to make notes. So my idea is to make a note shop. So for me, a note is not really that important because I could make one in a week. So in a week notice, I'll have another note, and then I could just sell it. The only thing that I really cared was to get my island back because a lot of people didn't get their island back when they usually do that co-op thing, and they end up losing their whole entire island because the person could just add a whole bunch of people to the co-op, and now you got like 20 people, and they could kick you out of your own island. And when they kick you out of your own island, that's it. You're finished. If they kick you out of your own island, you start the game brand new. You lose everything. You lose all your experience, all your skill levels, anything that you had in the game is all taken away from you because you don't own anything. The island that you had is no longer yours, but it's the person that owns the co-op. And I mean, I luckily it didn't get like that in my situation, but it could happen to someone else, and they might not get lucky, and they might just lose everything. And they could have spent like a couple days, or not even a couple years, not years, but a couple months in the game. And I mean, you can't kick the person out. That's the thing that sucks. When you're in a two-person co-op, you can't kick the person out. You have no control. You can't do anything. And you're stranded, and there's no one there to. I mean, I spoke with Why I Lived, and I was like, hey, how come no one helps? They're like, the admins don't care because it's your fault for doing the co-op. Because I mean, you should have known that command would, what the consequences would have been done. I mean, I don't think that should be a response for any admin to say that they don't care or they don't react a certain way because that's kind of, it's not bullying, but it's kind of messed up. I mean, at least kick the person off the co-op. Think about it. The person, I mean, I wasn't complaining for the items. I just wanted him to leave my co-op. I just wanted him to be out of my island because If I lose my island, I mean my YouTube, because the island is what pushes me forward to make more videos. Because I mean I'm upgrading the island, I'm updating, not upgrading, updating the island. I'm posting videos mostly about my island, how I'm gonna build my island. My island holds my materials and all that. And to lose your island and have to scavenge all your stuff and run away just because of one person, just because of a stupid mistake that you did, and you can't kick that person out, and it's your own island. I feel like it's kind of dumb. I mean, it's really dumb to have that, to give the other person that much power. And they should depending on whether if it's a new co-op with a new island. I understand there when they should make it even, where that they have to have even votes, and people decide. I mean, there then I understand, like what I did with my friend, Case Pilot. We have our own co-op, but we started brand new. And right there, I wouldn't mind if we lose something or he takes something because we're working together. But this right here was all me. It wasn't no one else. So to have someone else to take that from you, it kind of hurts, especially when you invest a lot of time in the game and you're using that money to not invest only on the game but on your channel and to push you forward, and so get better gear. But the thing I like about YouTube, not YouTube, but the thing I like about Skyblocks is for every mean person there is or any scammer there is, you always have friends that are nice to you. And I got blessed. I have a couple good friends in this game. A lot of people gave me coins. One of my friends, he gave me 100,000 coins, and that put a smile on my face. Another friend of mine gave me, like, they gave me materials and things like that. And the thing that made me the happiest that day is when the girl gave me back when the girl or the guy, I don't know who or what, told them to give my island back. I was so happy because I wasn't gonna lose my island. I didn't want to lose my island. I wanted to keep my island, put a lot of time into it, and I have a lot of big plans to do with this island. And to give it away and then start new again is kind of, it's gonna mess up how I make my videos and how I planned how I have the idea of how I'm gonna progress in this game would have been ruined, because I wouldn't have time, because I would have started working already, and my schedule wouldn't match with YouTube, and I wouldn't be able to play the game as much, and I won't be able to progress as much. But now that I have the island and I own it, as if you can see, slash co-op manage, when I manage my co-op, here it shows that I'm by myself. There's no one in here in my co-op. There's no one there. I don't want to show the other people's name because they should receive their own privacy. I mean, I shouldn't. I don't want to post their names because maybe someone else on my channel that is subscribed might go there and tell them something. I don't want that to happen. I just want to post a video of why you shouldn't do co-ops and just warning people to not do them with your own island. So whenever you do a co-op, never do slash co-op add their name, because if you do, whatever game you on or whatever account you on, it will add them to that account. And if you're on your main account and you do slash co-op add this, that person automatically becomes the owner of your island, and they did not do anything. They might have not done no work, and all they're doing there is just to be co-op with you and take all your stuff. So be careful with that. And hopefully the game comes up with something new where they give maybe more power to people that when they started co-op with their own island, and add more people to their add people to their own island to Schnapples. Make this video tomorrow.